Here we go. See, we're live. Here we go. We're gonna see if anybody pops on tonight.
I think I just got a notification. Yep,
Wow.
I just got a notification, so it's
Wow.
official. We're live.
We're live.
Boise, Idaho.
We'll just sit here and see if anybody shows up, huh?
And then we'll go eat dinner if nobody shows up.
I guess, maybe for your first time. Are you nervous?
Yeah, maybe I won't be my first time. It'll
Whoa,
be my first and my last time.
Your first and last time?
Oh, hi, Dustin.
We got somebody
Hi,
showing
Joe.
up. We got Dustin Close. Hello there.
Yeah.
Joe Castillo has showed up in the house. We got Shad Owen. We gotta wait for some people to show up.
Some people are showing up.
Yeah, we'll give some people some time. We got Daniel Rhodes. How's it going, bud? It's going pretty cool, Daniel. Hopefully you guys had a good day painting. We'll get this.
Ooh, do you like the flux brush,
We
Dustin?
got Daniel Rosas is in the house. How you doing, Chris? Doing really good. Had a good day painting.
Yes, I'm not hiding, Joshua.
Painted a big house. We'll let a few more people pop on and we'll get the show going.
I think it's time to get the show going.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You could introduce me.
Introduce you? You want me to introduce you? Hang on.
Oh, we
Let
love
some more people-
exteriors.
Let's see. We got Brandon Jones, Jordan.
We want to hear why
Greg
you
Hill's
hate
in the house.
exteriors. I want to know
See
why.
my favorite channel. Cool. Now everybody's popping on. Now they're
Okay,
flying on.
so you need to
Hang
welcome
on.
everybody.
Hopefully everybody had a good day today painting.
Yes.
It was an awesome day. I got
Beautiful
my
day,
new
Boise.
co-host right here. We
Just
got
for tonight.
whatever.
Okay.
I think she's gonna be my new co-host for
tonight.
every night. So she used to have her back facing towards us, and now it's gonna be facing
Yeah, the camera.
my new helper. So to make the show go a little bit smoother.
That's what I do. I
Easier.
help.
We got a bunch of people jumping in. Justin Green's in the house. Hey, if let us know where you're from. It'd be cool when you guys jump in. Let us know where you're from and who you work for, or if you own your own painting company, would give your painting company a shout out.
And also, we're going to be talking about exterior painting. So we want to know what products you use and why you use them.
Yeah, so we're going to try to have, for now on, we'll have like a theme that we're going to be talking about, so we won't be all over the board. We'll try to keep the questions, more narrow to our topic for the night. And we decided this show is going to be about exterior painting since it's exterior painting season. So we got a bunch more people showing up. We got Mark Shipman's in the house. Formal introductions, of course. We've got... let's see, Michael Carey. We got to acknowledge people showing up.
Oh,
Another
we
Idaho
haven't
painter in
been
the
to
house.
Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene.
We want to go there sometime.
We'd
Heard
love
it's
to go to
beautiful.
Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene's awesome. A lot of beautiful pictures. Haven't seen it. Who else we got? Lisa showing up.
Oh, we have
Anybody?
Armando. I'm sitting in his seat tonight.
Oh, Armando, Chihuahua, Mexico, is where he's from.
No, he's not from there, but that's okay.
Be cool, Chris. The boss is on.
Yes.
I know. So this is the boss. Lisa
No.
is my wife. She's my business manager for the Idaho Painter, and she's the office
hot in
manager. It is hot in here.
I know.
She's
Open
the
the
office
window,
manager
McKenna.
for B&K Painting, runs the whole show. She does all the payroll, scheduling. We got Joe Castillo, California. Work for myself. JCM Painting in California.
Well, we got to get this thing going.
Hang on,
So
we got to
what do we
acknowledge
have
some of
tonight?
these companies. Hang on, we got Can you read that? Munson, Michigan.
That's where
Upper
he's from.
Peninsula. Okay. I want to see
Utah.
Elk County Paints LLC.
But they're doing what we
Bountiful.
said. We said what paint to use. He said Sherwin-Williams
Oh,
paint.
here we
Somebody
go.
said duration. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. But what are we going to do tonight? We have a couple giveaways. What are they?
Oh, we're going to be doing a couple giveaways tonight. We're going to, once again, we're going to be doing 2 giveaways, one in the middle of the show and one at the end of the show. And we're going to be giving away, I've been using this grain filler from Aquacoat. And they
Not an exterior product though. But
it's
that's okay. Good
yeah,
product.
this is the grain filler is excellent. We use it on cabinets, oak cabinets, getting rid of the graininess in oak cabinets. You can use it on small projects and stuff, and we started using it here this year on our cabinets, and the stuff is awesome. And I contacted them, asked them if they would give some for the
Okay,
giveaways.
what else are we giving away?
You don't want me to say anything about more about Aquacoat?
No, we don't. We're good.
Wow, someone will be giving away a Paint Life hat and an Aquacoat to 2 people, one in the middle of the show and one at the end of the show. And we have the person in charge of picking winners is back there.
Whoever wins one of these, you need to send us a picture of you in it so we can post on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, see how good she does? I never even think of this stuff.
That's what we need.
She's a good co-host.
We want to
so
see
far.
people.
I do have behind me, that would be, we're really excited because she's back from college, and that's my social media
Not
manager.
with food in your mouth. She has food in her mouth.
That would be my daughter,
Sorry.
my middle daughter, McKenna. She is my social media manager, and she does a lot of our editing and writing and stuff, so editorial stuff for the Idaho Painter. She likes to be on camera.
Yeah.
As you can see.
Okay.
All right, so what's...
what are we going to start talking by tonight? Is the feed not moving? Why is there nobody talking?
It's
oh,
definitely
moving. Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about exterior. This is exterior season, and the paints I use is one of the things, and I'm going to be talking about sheens and talking about primers, and if you guys got any input on the paints.
Want to know what they use and why they use them. What paint do you use when you're painting exteriors, and why do you use them? We want to hear what you use, and we'll tell you what we use.
Yeah, so let us know. I saw somebody on there let us know they use Sherwin-Williams paint. Let's see, we got Pour.
We had...
That's Cody Townsend's in the house, Joe Phelan. I've seen a lot of these at East Bay Paint, California.
I'm
starting a cabinet job tomorrow.
Somebody said they use Duration.
Duration paint. So I use, for our exterior repaints, we're at our bills, I don't know, are like $30,000 a month or so. And we use, today, you went through about, something like that. We went through about 52 gallons of exterior paint today. Resilience is what I use mostly on our exteriors, and we're in a pretty dry climate up here, and there's one of the reasons why I like Resilience is we do get a lot of afternoon thunder showers and stuff like that. They're just really weird up here and stuff like that, and Resilience within an hour it's water resistant, so if it rains on it, it won't milk, and it's really great. It dries really fast.
Nathan said he uses Super Paint and Duration, but I want to know why you use it. What product? Is it cost? Is it fading? What is the reason that you use that product?
Alex Jackman, I only use Sherwin-Williams products, Duration, Loxon, Woodscapes, Rymar, Armor Seal.
So you just shared why you shared. Great. You like that if it gets wet, that it water resistant.
Here's one of the other things I really like and Resilience was designed for the wet climates over in Portland where it rains a lot. So if you paint a house within an hour or two, it's not going to milk if it gets rain on it. And this is crazy because this year and last year, several times we painted a house while it rained all day long and the paint still dried. And kind of unusual situation that the customer was from a different state and was adamant we paint. I told them it was raining, and they were adamant to get done. It rained all day, and we painted, and it still dried, and it was crazy. It's amazing. But another reason why I like Resilience is Resilience dries really fast. It flashes over on the top of it, skims over on the top really fast, and that's one of the qualities about it that makes it kind of rain resistant, water repellent really fast. But it dries really fast, and typically most of the houses we're doing are multiple colors, at least 3 colors, up to 5 colors, even 6 colors when we're painting them.
So you don't do a color a day?
And no, we
do. And go back to a house, do one color one day, and come back the next day, and go back the next day.
Yeah, we're going to be doing
that would be pretty efficient.
5 houses a week, and
I would paint 1 house in a week.
You got to overlap.
Every day I do a different color.
You got to
be happy.
Oh, wow, you got to overlap.
That's why I don't paint.
Oh my goodness! Can I explain?
That's why I don't paint.
Can I explain this? Why I do this?
Why I don't paint.
Oh my gosh. So you got to be able to overlap your colors. They need to dry really fast because you got to mask on them and overlap it and then do multiple colors. So I really like Resilience because it dries fast, and then I really like the sheen of it. And we've had really good luck with it holding up over the years, holding its color and not fading.
But Aaron says he likes Behr paint, but I want to know why you like Behr paint. The Family Man. What did he tell us?
Where's the Family Man?
He likes Behr Marquee on trim because it's almost always 1 coat white, 2 hours rain resistant, and holds true color.
That's interesting. So it's interesting to hear about Behr paint. I'd like to hear Behr Marquee because I had Behr paint demo me a whole house years back, and it was an absolute nightmare painting with it. But I don't remember what it was. But so it's interesting. We got somebody. So Behr paint is is, up here it's a do-it-yourself paint. They sell it in Home Depot and stuff like that. They don't give contractor discounts. So I'm curious, like the family man, do you get a discount buying it? Where you buy it? Do you just go to your
Kenneth
local?
says he uses Home Depot Behr products, and so do you get a discount there? It'd be interesting to know.
Yeah, from Savannah, Georgia. Kenneth Thornton.
Eliezer, is that it?
Eliezer.
So he's asking about staining decks. Tonight we're not talking about staining decks.
That's exteriors.
Oh.
But on the products I use, the same decks is Super Deck, so it's an awesome product.
Okay,
so.
but exterior painting. That's staining.
Mark Shipman.
I don't know. We want to.
I think Armando just won this portion of the chat. Okay. I use Crayola paint, is what he was saying. That's interesting.
That's why he's not helping you on the thing. That's why I'm not helping you out on the job site.
So we got somebody that doesn't like Behr. It's interesting. So we got Robbie, Libby, Super Paint, Behr. Some people that don't like Behr and some people that do like Behr. Has anybody out there tried Resilience from Sherwin-Williams? I'm curious about that. This for probably the last 3-4 years I've been using on all my exteriors. I've been using Resilience, and it's very if somebody wants to pay, because the Resilience is a lifetime warranty paint, so is Duration and Emerald. If somebody wants to pay for Emerald, we'll use Emerald, but it's I've had some issues with it, and one of the things, it kills grass if you clean your tools in grass.
That's not good. And so what about Benjamin Moore? Finish. I don't hear anybody saying they use Benjamin Moore.
Anybody use Benjamin Moore? We got Glidden. How do you like Glidden? I've used Glidden before, and I've...
Somebody's trying to call. Office is closed at 8 at night. Yeah.
So I've tried Glidden before, and I painted a shed with it, and I actually did a video.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
The paint peeled off.
It's
not good when you're a house painter and the paint peels off your shed.
We power washed the shed.
I think it was cold.
Went flying off.
I think it was cold when he did it.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
Or is Glidden? I'm not sure, but it's not good advertising when you have a shed.
So this is interesting, because we got Jonathan Jeff said, love Behr. Consumer Report says it's good. So I'm kind of conflicted with Consumer Reports, because I hear that you pay to get your results in Consumer Reports, and I was told by some high up executives at Sherwin-Williams that they're not willing to pay Consumer Reports what they want, so they're not giving Sherwin-Williams fair reviews.
I think what we realized, like Angie's List, like it started out as a pure referral, and now they do advertising. Same with Yelp, and so I have a hard time believing that they don't charge money for the reviews, and I do not like that. The one thing that seems true still with advertising is the next door neighbor, and where people really say who they like. So the best thing is do quality work, and you don't have to pay for advertising on those. We got a
lot of people on here that looks like that are saying they use Behr paint, and they works very well with 100% acrylic. Aaron Phillips said so. Mr. Andy Beth stinks. I think he meant Behr.
We don't know.
But it's we got conflicting people. Some people like Behr, some people don't like Behr. This we got one person that Duncan. I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Do you know what?
Valspar Reserve. I've never tried Valspar Reserve or Valspar paints. I think it's sold in Lowe's.
We need a little commercial break. You said that we're having 2 giveaways tonight, and we're going to do one of them in about 10 minutes. So to do the giveaway, you have to just chat, and that's how you qualify for the giveaway. But also, do you have anything you want to say about this?
If you don't chat on here, we can't even find you to give you something away. And if you just said something in the very beginning and never said anything again, then it's hard to even find you. The more you say stuff on here, the better odds of you winning. Oh, so there's only 4 days left the 4 days left in the Graco giveaway.
How do you apply?
All you got to do is go to my website. I made it a little easier to find now. It's just on the front page. You go to theidahopainter.com, and it's right there on the front. It says giveaways. And so before you had to click on a tab and drop down. And I added some aqua coat on there. Aqua coat said they would provide
grain
3 quarts. The grain filler. This stuff, this right here, this quart, the last job I did, cabinet job, we didn't even use a whole quart on the cabinets. We did it
kitchen cabinets?
Yeah, kitchen cabinets. We did an entertainment center that I just did a video on here recently where we used it, and I probably only used about that much out of this quart. So this stuff goes
a long way.
A long ways. And of course, you're going to get one of my really cool hats.
Family Man gets 20% 20% off at Home Depot. That's pretty good.
Where? Oh, so you get
That's good.
20% off.
You got to take everything you get.
If that's 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 a fairly decent discount. My discount, I probably shouldn't say what it is at Sherwin.
You don't need to.
It's pretty huge.
No, you don't need to. Don't worry about it.
All right. It's a good thing the boss is here. Let's see. We got Ride Zar Izzy. Benjamin Moore. Yep, love it. Used resilience. It works good, but seems plastic-like as it dries.
So what Benjamin Moore product do you like? Because they have like 4 different lines.
Benjamin Moore makes some really, really good paint.
They have a lot of different lines of products.
Up here, they're just the corporation doesn't have a store up here. There's a private,
Idaho.
A retail, and so it's
not convenient for us to drive there.
Yeah, so there's it's privately owned, and then so there's this big markup. So the cost of the Benjamin Moore is just astronomical up here, and then they don't deliver, and it's kind of a nightmare, and they can't supply me with enough paint. But I've used their stuff, and it's awesome. And
if you want to be efficient painting, you need to be able to have paint.
Let's see, Justin Green. Let's see if we can.
Kelly Moore. We don't. Well, we.
Kelly Moore.
Sold.
So Kelly Moore up here. Rhoda Paint bought Kelly Moore.
Okay,
out
we
up
haven't
here. So
used their products. We don't know anything about it.
So let me talk about like sheens. See, I'm curious what sheens you guys use across the nation. So I know I've heard like over say Florida and some of those wetter climates.
Yeah.
And some California on the coast, people use semi-gloss, which up here we don't use semi-gloss or gloss on anything. I haven't used. I did semi-gloss on a trim once in like 10 years or something.
What product did you use today?
So today we were painting a stucco house. We've been doing a lot of stucco here recently. And the sheens I use, I put...
Not semi-gloss.
No, I always put flat on stucco. And I always put flat on like the artificial looking shakes. And then the rest of the house is always satin.
But why do you use flat on stucco and
so stucco
shakes?
when stucco is put on, stucco is flat, and I use flat on stucco so it still looks like stucco, like true stucco. So I want it to look like stucco and not be shiny. So I know some of the painters up here put satin, but I want it to look like stucco, and then the shakes I want them to look like a wood shake, and like that's a stain. So we put flat on the artificial
Makes
shakes.
sense.
Flat on stucco, and then the rest of the house, the body of the house, the siding and stuff is satin. All our doors are satin, door jambs, window trim are satin, and the satin up here holds up really well.
Have you ever done semi-gloss on the exterior of a home?
On the body, on the
Didn't somebody really want it though?
They did.
You told them it would look plastic.
From California. And they wanted semi-gloss, and that was what they're accustomed to.
Or gloss.
The exterior paints, like Sherwin-Williams exterior paints, only come in flat, satin, and gloss. And the gloss, your house would just absolutely look like a piece of plastic. Yeah, and it looks. I don't like it, and I don't like the siding when it is flat either. I like it to have some sheen, and then the sheen. Some sheen is more durable, and the house is more washable and cleanable. So that's why I like to put some sheen on it, satin.
Well, we want to see some chatting going on
Joshua,
because we're going to have
please me. He wants.
Okay, we're going to do a pick in about 8 minutes.
This little bare interior marquee, one coat over red. That's interesting that this one coat. It's pretty rare that you can ever get. We use some high quality paints from Sherwin-Williams, and it all depends on the color. Kelly Moore. So Kelly Moore was bought out by Rhoda Paint
in Idaho.
That's
everybody's different paint companies.
So
are there more paint companies out there than the ones we're seeing?
I will start typing more then. So Jonathan Burke wants to win, so he's gonna start typing more. Let's see. Mini a hat too. Let's see. Just say no to big box store paint. Yeah, I don't. The big box stores up here, like the Home Depots and the Lowe's, they don't cater to contractors. The paint's expensive, and then they don't have the volume of paint in there. It's definitely do-it-yourself paint.
So what sheen? I haven't seen anybody tell me what sheen they use.
I love Benjamin Moore and Sherwin-Williams.
What sheen do they use on houses?
Toby Bridges, Joshua Mishkol. Love the hat. Yeah, that's cool.
We want to see.
My sister designed that hat.
Okay, but we want to see if anybody's answering
Learned
our
a lot.
questions.
Let me scroll down. We're a bit behind. We got Cody, satin.
He's right. He said flat sheen doesn't last as long. That is true. Can you explain that?
So yeah, the flats. The flat sheens, like to go up in sheen, they add more acrylic in the paint, and that's one of the properties that makes the paint more durable and more weather resistant and helps it hold its color and stuff. So yeah, that a gloss paint is going to be more durable, but then I'd rather sacrifice some look because I don't want my house to look like plastic.
Yeah,
We got
especially stucco.
Mr. Trompas, Palm Springs, California, 115 degrees. Whoa. Flat trim
velvet.
So he uses he uses flat on stucco trim. He uses velvet, smooth finish velvet.
That would be like satin, correct?
So Mr. Trumpus, I wonder what paint you're using that you have a velvet sheen. That's interesting. 115 in Palm Springs. So my mother lives in Hemet, which is close to Palm. That's where I grew up. Went to Hemet High School.
Can you paint something else over a base of elastomeric, huh?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So Mr. Andy says, can you paint something else over a base coat of elastomeric? So we've been doing a lot of research on elastomerics. Because up here, there's the painters use a lot of elastomeric coatings, and we've just had a conversation with one of the engineers and of Sherwin-Williams, and the chemists that design the elastomeric coatings and stuff, and they told us that elastomeric is not supposed to be going on stucco except in extreme circumstances, and like if you got cracks and stuff. Why do you name me? You want to say something?
No, go.
Then what's the knee me for?
No, go.
Well, you want to say something. I mean, you got to just say it instead of knee me, because I don't know what a knee means.
Just go.
I mean, what does a knee mean when you knee
Nothing.
me?
Go.
And so you got to really be careful using the elastomeric coating. So they were designed for tilt ups and concrete walls and stuff, and so tilt up walls. But and so they said they didn't recommend using it on stucco except if you got stucco really bad cracks and stuff like that. And then you shouldn't top coat over the top of it, because the elastomeric is extremely flexible and is going to move a lot. And if you put flat paint over the top of it, it's going to crack. You're going to get cracks all over the flat paint. So once you paint with the elastomeric coat, you really got to know what you're doing. And so we use elastomerics here and there, but we were told by the chemists that once you use an elastomeric coating, you're stuck with elastomeric coating, and you should not top coat over the top of it with anything but elastomeric. And elastomerics don't last as long, don't hold their color as long as regular paint. So
do some research. Do some research. We
got Jerry Crab Velvet is Sherwin-Williams, but that's so Jerry Crab Velvet. Sherwin-Williams has some lines of paints that's velvet, but resilience, super paint, duration, none of them have velvet. And the exterior paints, they have the interior paints have velvet. West Hardwood Experience. Let's see. Mario Breesley or wear painter shorts. They must be talking to somebody on here. Do you consider flat the same as matte? Starting to see paints labeled matte. So yeah, flat is not matte. So flat. So
it's matte interior. That's what I think of it.
No, flat is a sheen and matte is a sheen. So it's interesting because even Sherwin-Williams, within different lines of paint, they got different sheens. And then what is a satin sheen with Sherwin-Williams is completely different. What was a satin sheen with Kelly Moore. So, but a matte in one of the product lines in Sherwin-Williams, it goes flat then matte. So matte has a little bit more sheen than a flat. But to most people, matte would look like flat. So, and in some paints, matte is flat. But it's really weird, the whole sheen thing. You got to be careful, because Treasure Valley Eggshell is the product from Sherwin-Williams. It's not even eggshell. It's a satin sheen, a high satin sheen. Let's see, Carrie Beth, what paint would you use on Smart Side?
What's Smart Side?
I'm curious what Smart Side is. I don't know what it is.
But look at Angel.
So Carrie. Oh, Angel Guzman.
Thank you.
Super chat. Gave us $5.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Angel.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it a lot. Like your videos. Keep it up. Thanks is what he says. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your support.
Exterior painting.
See, Sean Dawson, Cathedral City, Glidden sucks. I'm all conditions. So he must be meant on all.
Well, we don't want to hear what doesn't work. We want to hear what works for you.
I mean, we need to know what doesn't work.
I mean, guess this
show's non-biased.
But if you say what works, then usually that assumes that you've tried other products, and so that's.
Well, if something doesn't work, we might as well tell people it doesn't work.
That's true. I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see.
I use Regal.
I mean, you just said that Glidden didn't work, and then you didn't like it.
That is true. Well, because it...
The knee is a
Yeah.
secret code word for I'm the lucky winner.
Ah, I like that.
So he could be the lucky winner.
We'll be married for 28 years.
Super Woody
so
boy.
he should know
Matt
the
is
secret
flat.
code.
And that's definitely true. And so, but I've seen where Matt is in some paints that it's microscopically higher. But yeah, for all said purposes, Matt is flat. So we'll just stick with that. What paint would you use? Oh, it's the smart side. We
Oh,
already
look
saw
at,
that.
we got tagged in a picture on
Where?
Instagram.
Where?
You just spooled up too fast. Go down. Oh.
Down or up?
Up. Where did it just
Let's
go?
see, big three in painting: Sherwin-Williams, Benjamin Moore, and PPG. Those are three excellent companies. That was from James Hogue. I think.
Yeah.
Cody Townsend. Chris, how do you prep when spraying the gutters and downspouts? That's a good question. So we're on exteriors, so you can ask me exterior questions if you want. So when painting gutters, so the first part of the process is power washing. We power wash the house and we power wash the gutters really good with a rotating, nozzle which agitates the dirt and gets them clean. We don't use no chemicals. I've been asked that a lot. We just use water. How the power washer, we power wash the gutters really clean, really good, get them clean, and then we prime them. Today we were painting gutters. We spray them with DTM bonding primer, and that dries within about an hour.
Is that the same primer you use on houses? Or
No,
is that...
DTM bonding primer is a metal primer, and so we only use it on when we're painting metal, like iron fences, a steel door, or something like that. But it works. Gutters, it's interesting because gutters, we've seen this over the years. If you don't prime the gutters, about 10% of them, what you call crinkle, the paint shrinks on
That's
them.
not good.
And we've had everybody research it, Sherwin-Williams, chemists, the engineers and stuff. Nobody knows why. We have no idea why.
But
And
it's not
even
fun.
on the most ideal conditions where it shouldn't. And you'll see it after the first winter, it'll crinkle. So we started spraying them with the
Weather
DTM
related.
bonding primer. And it's a really good primer that etches to the surface and the metal, the gutters, because the gutters are, if they've never been painted, they're basically powder coated. And so and we've never had gutters ever fail. So we prime them with the DTM bonding primer. We spray them with a 310 tip, and then they dry in about an hour. Then we spray them with the 310 tip with resilience. I think we got hang on a second. We got
we have...
I'm talking.
Okay, sorry.
So
This is our
we,
house
we spray we spray them with we top coat them with resilience. So whatever we're spraying on the body of the house that's what goes on the gutters. And resilience and super paint, duration, and emerald should be able to be sprayed right on that metal. But we noticed that the bonding primer is effective. The downspouts, we've never primed them ever. We spray them the body of the house with the resilience, and we've never had them peel. So it's this weird thing with the gutters up there that crinkle, and the downspouts don't. So we've never primed the downspouts. We've never had them fail. Any other questions have you seen?
Well, you were going to talk about Sheens, but before we transition, we got another super chat. So thank you, very Armando.
Oh, Armando.
I'll use it
Seth the $3
to buy some food for next week's dinner.
Armando's got a challenge.
Okay, we'll
He's
see
gonna
if Seth comes through.
If Seth can come
If he
through.
comes through, then I'll buy some extra food to feed Seth too. But we have a winner
So our win
for our first drawing.
I'm really bad at butchering
I am too.
names, and
I'm sorry.
and I really apologize
I
if
do
I
too.
say your name wrong.
That's why I
But,
give it to him
in college I failed English
a couple times.
Twice.
I didn't. I don't know.
I
just
failed
can't-
English 101
I just
twice.
Can't, I
and
just can't.
the third time I passed it.
I
But
don't know. I
we have
can't either.
Mr. Trompus.
Trumpus?
Mr. Trompus.
Trumpus.
Is the winner.
Okay,
He, hopefully.
McKenna's
see
going to
that.
be texting, or no, she's going to be writing on the thing, the email address for you to email your mailing address so I can mail it to you. Today I finished mailing off the winners from last week. So,
Let's see. Have you seen any other?
Monday.
I love the pearl finish of cashmere. Cashmere is an interior paint, which is an excellent paint. For exterior, let's see, I wish they came out with something like that for the exteriors. Yeah, cashmere is awesome. Interior paint from Sherwin-Williams. I love this stuff. Cashmere is, one of the reasons cashmere was created was for level 5 smooth finishes. It gels out and levels out, and if you're doing smooth walls, use cashmere. You're going to get the best finish.
So we talked about Sheens and what you use. And now we're going to talk about primers. Like what primers you use when you're doing an exterior painting.
So somebody says D&D home remodel, essential craftsman. Look him up. Must be talking. So you got a chance to use Sherwin-Williams Rejuvenate on some siding that needed minor restoration. Great option for a customer that doesn't want to replace the siding. Fills well and is a high build. That's interesting. Rejuvenate. I'm gonna have to go check that out.
We've never used it.
I haven't used it. I've heard of it.
That's why
I'm gonna make a note of that and check it out. That's cool. I'm gonna write that. Rejuvenate.
But we were gonna talk about primers and wanted to know what primers you use and what do you prime and why. And so, Chris, what primers do you
Somebody
like?
asked if Enterprise paint is still around. I have no idea. I don't even know what it is. Let's see. What
primers do you use and why?
So on exteriors, I keep 5-gallon buckets of 2 of these primers in our vehicles, and one of them is there's 3 makers of almost the same product. So XIM makes a product called Peel Bond, Sherwin-Williams makes a product called Primar X, and Mad Dog makes a primer called I just had some in here, I think it's Durabuild and Durabuild, and all 3 of them are kind of the same. We get a lot of siding when the people always just wait too long to paint their houses, and they start to what we call blister up here. They're not real wood. You don't see real wood siding up here. You see this.
You guys might have real wood.
Composite siding. It's this warehouse
Boise.
or manufactured siding, and it's what we just call glorified cardboard. And if you wait too long to paint your house, it starts getting these little blisters and these open cracks and stuff. And so we see it a lot up here, and we brush the peel bond of all that blistering, and it fills in those blisterings and it stops it. It helps it smooth that out and hides it, because if you don't, even if you paint it, you'll see like it looks weird when you look up at the siding. It has a different texture difference, and you can notice it. And then just by spraying it, you don't get anything down into that blister to really seal it and protect it. And
how much priming do you usually use on
I gotta explain this a little bit more. So you got to you got to the Peel Bond or the Primar X or the Mad Dog, the Durabuild, it's kind of like a glue too. It's really, really thick. You could take it and turn it over and it would just like blop, it would come out. Oh. And that glue primer stuff, it's really, really high solids, and it fills it up. It bonds really, really well and glues all those blisters together and then smooths them out. And then we back brush our top coat over it and then spray over the top of that. And so we keep a lot of that. And then we have a condition up here called wax bleed, where the house it's failing siding, that the paraffin, the hydrocarbons from the paraffin wax are coming to the surface and paint won't bond to it. So we use a product from Sherwin-Williams called Fast Dry Oil Primer, and we spray it on there the day we paint the house, and the little stuff literally dries within Fast Dry. It's like within an hour you can top coat on it. And we use that primer for a few other things, but almost exclusively.
Zinsser Peel Stop the same?
So Zinsser Peel Stop is, I've never opened a can of it. I just read about it the other day, and I believe Zinsser Peel Stop is the same. And I had a Mad Dog. I had a thing from Mad Dog that had a comparison, but I do believe it's the same. And pull that folder out.
It's right there.
The Mad Dog folder. It had a comparison of the solids ratios and stuff, and
the people that are getting Mad Dog, let us know what you feel about it and how you like it. Oh, you could put that up.
Yeah, so it is on here. So Peel Stop is I don't know if you guys can see that.
And it has the other side too.
Yeah, so Peel Stop is the same, and this breaks it all down to the warranties of the products. Like Peel Stop is a 5 to 8 year warranty. Peel Bond 5 to 8 years.
Wow.
Duck Back is a product that's the same 5 to 8 years. But this is interesting right here. So the Dura Prime and Dura Last from Mad Dog are similar products, and they're 15 to 20 year warranties. So it's a significant warranty difference. And then there's the solids is what makes the primer really effective, bond well, last long. And the solids, which I started reading on here, the Dura Prime is 55% solids compared to, say, Peel Stop, which is 23.9%. Peel Bond is 26, and Primar X from Sherwin-Williams is 45%. So it breaks it down. It's kind of interesting. I was just looking at this last night, reading it, going over these primers and trying to figure out which one really is the best.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got Mark Tebow. Hi from Saskatchewan.
That guy like
Again.
Zinsser oil and water base. So do you use any oil base?
We do
Primers?
Oil-based primers on the inside to do stain blocking primers. Zinsser makes amazing stuff. I mean, everything I've ever used from Zinsser is awesome. I like it all. So I definitely
You use it
wouldn't
for
say
outside?
we don't use any exterior Zinsser products because once again Zinsser is sold in Home Depot or Lowe's, I believe, and
So it's just convenience.
it's convenience. Yeah, it's not in
Kinda-
my local paint store that I'm in, 5 times a day. I think as you're in there a few times today.
On your paint store, can you buy primers or anything like that?
You can buy like on
sell that?
on my
So you
tool
can buy it from
store.
your own tool
You
store.
can buy XIM Peel Bond primer from my tool store.
Does it cost for shipping?
So it comes from Amazon and it's shipping's free.
Wow.
So if you have Amazon Prime, everything's free. My tool store is pretty
That's-
big. A lot of the products I like and endorse and use myself in my vehicles are all available on my tool store on my website, theidahopainter.com. I always put the tools I'm using in my videos in the video description.
That's a nice idea for us, though. If you want to try some of these different products and it's not convenient
Yeah.
to just order it and it comes to the house. I like that.
Aaron Wilmot, I have used Peel Stopper for troublesome wallpaper removal jobs and works great when you need to skim coat. Oh, that's interesting. So let's see. Wes Hardwood
Zinger?
Experience agreed. Zinger.
What's
or probably
Zinger?
He's probably talking about Zinsser. Let's see.
Only brand in Australia is Zinsser.
Only brand in Australia is Zinsser. So we got somebody, Aaron. Has anyone used Super Deck Hybrid Solids Base Stain? Super Deck, I have. It's a really, really good product. I really like it a lot. Super Deck is great for decks. From Austria, that was Steven Culture. You always gotta say their names when you say.
I
something.
know, but I am
You gotta
bad
acknowledge
at
these people.
names.
So you just gotta butcher.
Okay,
it.
I'll just say their first name.
No, you can say their.
Okay, we
I'm sure
appreciate.
they
We like
can't
to
come through
know.
this camera
Okay,
and
I know,
strangle
but
you.
we like to know where you're from.
So where about bare weathered wood?
Why?
Oil? Why about bare weathered wood oil?
Oh,
I'm not
what
sure
do you
it's-
do? Bare weathered wood. Do you prime it?
Bare weathered wood, we don't. So we prime all on our exteriors. Any bare wood, like if we're sanding a door jamb and stuff, we prime it with one of those primers.
Okay.
I don't keep XIM in stock in my vehicles. Sherwin-Williams used to sell it, but they don't sell it. They created their own product, the Primar X. So it's convenience. But now Mad Dog sent me that stuff, and I really like that Mad Dog. I just did a video on it here recently, and I like it a lot.
Can
but,
people buy the Mad Dog at your?
So you can buy the Mad Dog stuff in my tool store.
your tool store?
It's
That's
available in
good.
my tool store now,
And no shipping cost?
I'm really hoping they'll send me a whole bunch to use. They did send me a whole bunch to test, but
Yeah, we like that.
so let's see.
go back in
It's a
15
new
years.
it's a new formula that Sherwin-Williams has. Let's see what.
No.
Make a spray tan video.
No,
So, hey,
that would be a commercial break. Do
so-
you want to take a commercial break?
For what? Spray tans?
Well, yeah, because it's just silly.
So no,
But
it's not silly.
It's
so
silly.
I got to
Okay. It's silly.
It's interesting because my daughter was getting the spray tan. I went in there and watched
Prom.
them do the spray tan
She's
for
getting ready
prom.
for prom.
And I'm like, what the heck? I mean, it's like this little HVLP sprayer, and I'm like,
I have
and it's
one of
just a little
those.
tiny one. I got one of those. I got 3 of those.
Yeah.
And I saw the product they're using. I went and bought some from
Yes, he did.
online.
Yes, he did.
And I fired up my Titan 115 cap spray, and I
Yes,
gave
he
my
did.
daughter a spray tan. And I gotta say, I did a really good job.
He did a good job. But so if you are needing money and you have a sprayer, you can start a spray tanning business.
This is really cool because they
So,
charge
this
charge
is our
like
commercial.
$35 to do a spray tan, and I bought the stuff. It was $40 for a big bottle of it, and now every time my daughter wants a spray tan, I
and
just
she's not
put
getting
it out.
skin cancer, so I'll throw
Yeah.
that out. And you do look better, a little bit tan, but it is very interesting.
And I did do her legs.
My legs, it was, yeah. So I don't even want to
And
talk about it.
I'm gonna do a spray tan
Yeah.
myself because we're going to Hawaii,
Yeah.
and I don't want to lay out,
that's-
so I gotta look good.
And we don't want to have skin cancer. So there you go.
What is Super Chat? Somebody asked. So Super Chat is down there on the bottom of the feed. There's a little $ signal, and if you hover over that, it says Super Chat. If you click on it, you can donate to the live show or the Idaho Painter if you
So do you
feel
wanna-
like it.
before
Super
you
Woody
go-
Boy. My daughter says no, Chris.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I'm gonna do a video. I'm trying to work it out.
It's bad.
I'm trying to convince this kid, around the block. His name is Seth, to come over here so I can do a spray tan. Because my wife doesn't think it's good if I do spray my daughter.
Yeah, not good.
On the video.
But what are we doing in 4 days?
4 days. We're giving
4
away
days.
the Graco, and this is
Graco.
what it looks like. But it's gonna go into
The box.
and
we're gonna mail it. I'll ship it.
It's gonna be shipped out, and I think those things are like $400 or $500.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be giving away here soon.
Armando does not need a spray tan.
If you don't follow me on Instagram, you got to check out. I'm giving some cool little 30-second video tidbits and stuff on Instagram and Facebook now, so you can.
So one more thing before we start talking about caulking.
Let's see.
In 20 minutes, we're gonna give away a hat and what else?
Spray toning, It's spray tanning, and it's like tone or whatever. Chet Langford, you coming to Indy? I'd love to go to Indy. That'd be kind of cool. Family Man, LOL.
Okay.
Rick Washek, your daughter says no. She must be back there.
Okay.
They must be seeing her.
Okay,
doing
come
something.
on.
I think she.
So
is.
we're talking about caulking. We've gotten a
I
little
tried
off.
to convince her to get it spray
Okay.
tan, and she won't do it.
Yeah, she didn't like
Okay,
it.
Mark Shipman, how about a live show giving Armando a spray tan? That's a good idea.
Okay, we're done with spray tanning.
I like the spray
I know,
tan.
we're done.
This is going to make me a lot of money.
No.
The video is
we're
going to
done.
be a big hit.
No, we're
Because the
done.
Idaho Painter is going to do a spray tan.
That was our cheap little commercial that
All right.
happened behind the scenes, and now we're moving on to
So we're going to talk about
exterior painting.
caulkings.
And do you caulk when you paint a house?
So I do a lot of caulking when we paint a house,
Why?
more than any painters out there. And I would have to say the majority of the caulking we do is just aesthetics. It's just to make the paint job look nicer. So for instance, a soffit vent up in the soffit, nobody ever caulks those things. But if you caulk around a soffit vent, it just looks a lot nicer. And sometimes they're stapled up there and they'll start to fall out over time. But if they're screwed up there, they're not going to fall out, but it looks nicer if they're caulked. We caulk every single nail head. We caulk around windows. We caulk corner boards. We caulk everything around the entryway, and it just makes your paint job look, what I say, just more polished, more finished. And we do a lot of caulking. And so we use on stucco houses, we use a product called Big Stretch, and that is by far the best caulking you can use on stucco.
What caulking do you guys use? We want to hear, and why? And do you caulk very much?
Yeah, let us know what you use for caulking, what you think is the best caulking. I'm kind of interested. I use a lot of Sherwin-Williams 950A. It's that's what we use on the exteriors of a typical sided house that's not stucco. So anything that's got stucco or concrete, we use Big Stretch.
It just says
Chris, you're funny. So we got Justin Green. She is all business, and you.
Yes, we are a team.
Yeah,
We need him, and then we need me, and so I don't know.
Keeps me in check.
I guess so.
Yeah, she was doing it back there, just looking
Yeah.
at the wall. Now I convinced her to come up here and be my co-host.
I'm trying.
She's taking over.
Let's see, we got HaHa Marketing Guru. We got Philip Knoll in the
thought
house.
that
I haven't
was
seen
funny.
him before. Billy Martin. How do I register to win?
She just told you. Enter at www.idahopainter.com.
Yeah, so if you're talking about winning, so I got my website that I give away all kinds of products, more than just this. I just got piles of stuff I'm going to be adding on there, giving it away, because I want to just give it back to you guys and give you some of this stuff that I'm getting and stuff, because I don't need to hog it and use it all myself. And I really appreciate you, and so I'm just shipping it out at my cost to you guys. So the website, and then I'm always on my live show. I'm always going to be giving away a couple things. Titan has sent some pretty expensive things that are going to be on the live show. A couple sprayers that I'm going to be giving away. So you got to check that out. We got somebody, Neil Drury, says he uses Big Stretch. I'm kind of curious how much you guys pay for Big Stretch. So I pay about over $5 a tube for Big Stretch, and that's one of the reasons why I don't use it everywhere else. It's so expensive. The other caulkings I use are just way cheaper than that. So what do you guys pay? I mean, I know that's one of the drawbacks to Big Stretch is how expensive it is.
So
Let's see,
we're doing this live show.
Esteban Pagaza or Alex.
Alex is a lot easier to say.
Alex is a brand of caulking, and they sell it in Home Depot. And I haven't had good luck with Alex. I've used it before, and it just hasn't performed very well.
$6 a tube is expensive.
Who's paying $6 a tube?
Steven in Australia, about $6.
$6 a tube.
How many tubes do you
Bang
usually
for
use?
your buck. Interior DAP 35 year. DAP is sold
Yeah.
at Sherwin-Williams too, or not Sherwin-Williams. It's sold at Home Depot.
Do you sell caulking on your Amazon store for
I do.
free shipping?
I sell the big stretch on my Amazon store, and that's about as cheap as you'll find it anywhere, and it's free shipping. Kerrigan's Painting. We got Kerrigan's Painting. Where are you from, Kerrigan? Let us know where your painting companies are from in here, and I give you a shout out and stuff.
And the thing is
uses 950A. I use a lot of it. Neo Jury. Always caulk to keep bugs and moisture out. Always looks so much better. So that's very true. So it looks better, keeps the bugs like out of your corner boards, sideboards, and stuff like that. The one thing you got to be careful with is what we call 100% caulking, because your siding up here, there's a lot of expansion and contraction, and the caulking's going to crack and pull away. So you got to be careful of not caulking some things. But yeah, if you caulk those cracks and stuff, it keeps the bugs out. But then we use a bug juice, which is amazing in your paint. We've got a bunch of people, almost $6 a tube on Amazon. It's as expensive, but holds up all the best to the world. Yeah, I mean, no matter what, like the big stretch is expensive. I've seen some places it's $7, $6 for big stretch in Cali.
Did you say how much you use on a house? Do you use like 20, 30? I mean, you use
at least tubes. We use on a standard house, I would probably say a couple cases of caulking.
Is 12 in a case?
There's 12 in a case.
So yeah, six.
It adds up.
That adds up. That
big stretch,
does.
$4 ballpark for us, and wow.
Bremerton, Washington.
From Bremerton, Washington. That's Residency. That I've never heard. Man, I'll be buying my big stretch from there.
Yeah.
Matt knew it. Long drying time with quad, but can be painted immediately. Oh, that's interesting. With quad, is quad the brand of caulking, or is it the type of caulking? I'd like to know. John and Benjamin Moore sells Tower Sealants XL Silicized Latex Caulk, as good as 950A. I'm sure. Yeah, I've never used it, but Benjamin Moore has just some amazing products. They got,
I just want to say we really appreciate you guys interacting, because that's what we're trying to build here, is a community that helps each other. Chris has made mistakes and learned from them, and I think if everybody shares, it's going to give us all better quality of workmanship and giving a better product to our customers and homeowners. So if you had something that worked, or I guess didn't work, share it with us. We want to know. We're talking about exterior painting right now, and we're going to have a drawing in 14 minutes.
Going to be giving away
handy dandy
Paint Life hat
and aqua coats.
Aqua coat. The stuff's not cheap. I actually sell the aqua coat on my
Do you?
My tool
store. No shipping?
Yeah, no shipping.
That's one thing
Amazon
I've learned.
Prime.
I've learned by shipping stuff how expensive shipping is.
Yeah, because we ship all this stuff out, and
it's very expensive.
We just shipped one of our winners to Canada, something. And
and I've shipped stuff over expensive. to the UK.
Jonathan Jeff says Tower Sealants are great. Tower Sealants are not that's from Benjamin Moore. Somebody said Benjamin Moore. Vancouver Kerrigan's Painting from Vancouver, Canada. We got Kerrigan's Painting. If we ever go to Canada, we'll have to look you up. We got Aaron Wilmot Painting Company, hailing from Winthrop. What's ME?
What's ME? McKenna, you're in college.
Minnesota?
What's ME?
Missouri?
We're so dumb.
What is it?
McKenna.
I don't know.
Minnesota?
She just finished her third year of college.
I know this one. New York is NY is New York.
Long Island.
Just started painting company in New York. Hey, we got
Where's ME?
Reyes 6996.
Maine? No, Maine is MAINE. Oh, maybe that's
Maine. Winthrop, Maine.
All of Maine.
Oh,
so,
okay. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. I just scrolled past. Let's
see.
Jerry Cicero quad is a polyurethane caulking. Oh, that's
what
interesting.
Will go viral, sissy?
So polyurethane caulkings are absolutely amazing. Sherwin-Williams sells a polyurethane caulking that's I don't know, like $6 a tube. We use polyurethane caulkings.
Okay, thank you, McKenna.
We use polyurethane caulkings. Who did?
McKenna just finished her third year of college. That's why she's home.
She just finished her third year of college, and she works for us while she's in college.
I'm so happy she's
remotely.
Here.
So, but I use polyurethane caulkings when we do like caulking concrete and stuff like that. Concrete, doing epoxy floors and stuff like that. Polyurethanes, but what a mess to work with because they don't clean with water. You got to get mineral spirits out and stuff. We got Chet Langford. I've seen him in the house before. Let's see, Edge 950A only for exterior. And then there's a question mark. So no, we use 950A for interior and exterior.
Oh.
Like it a lot. Sissy Wilkie, it'll go viral. I'm sure
What's going
the
on viral?
tanning.
The
tanning video.
No, I don't think you're telling. Sissy, tell us what you're talking about.
That's what I said.
No,
Yes.
it's bad. It's bad.
No,
It's
going to
bad.
happen. Everybody
yeah.
look forward to it. My tanning video is coming out.
I'm sorry. I'll apologize beforehand.
Super Woody Boy says, yes, I never used more than 3 to 4 tubes of caulk, but each house is different. Yeah, and that's the thing, is we up
Different
here,
places.
I would have to say, this is the thing, is when we prep a house, I don't see any other painters that do as much caulking as we do and prep as we do. And I say we caulk every single nail head on the house, every single one.
And if we miss one, we're told.
Yeah, and we caulk the back sides of the fascia, we caulk the vents, we caulk around the windows, we caulk, like I say, the whole entryway, the end boards, corner boards, and stuff like that. We don't do end boards and corner boards on the rest of the house, but let's see. Vulcan, like bikes, Vulcan 116 to caulk seams and nail heads when using hardy plank. It's the bomb. So, like bikes says Vulcan. VULKEM.
So,
I'll have to check that out.
The family man said once he became a Christian, his painting skills increased tenfold. So I wonder why.
Yeah, that's
Like,
interesting.
why,
Once I became a Christian, my painting
your
skills
focus,
increased.
your attitude, what?
I'd like to expand on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Why? That's a cool, interesting comment. Cool comment. I like it. Jerry Crab. Oh yeah.
But Lance says, how much is Mad Dog on your site? Do you even know? We haven't bought it yet because they were nice to send us.
Yeah, I still got some, so I haven't had to buy, because I actually buy. I buy stuff from my own tool store because it's a lot of the stuff is cheaper than going to my local paint store.
Very convenient.
And convenient. So it's interesting. And it ships free. It ships right to my house and stuff. And one of the things, like, you can't find them anywhere. Those cardboard shield holders. I sell a lot of them in my tool store. Everybody wants to know where I get them. And the one I like the best is the craft one, because it bends on its own without having to tighten any screws and stuff. I love the thing. And the only place I've ever been able to find it is on Amazon in my tool store. I've looked all over for it, and that's the only place. And I sell a lot of them. Sherwin-Williams used to sell it, and then it's made by Kraft, and then they stopped selling it. Now they sell one from Hyde that I don't like as much. Ridiculous shipping costs.
Yeah,
I wonder
but it's good that we can get stuff to places. I'm just learning how to.
I pay
some places
less than $4 for Big Stretch Daniel Pin.
Where?
That's crazy.
How?
Where? How?
Yeah.
Who do you get it from, Daniel? Let's see. MC Painting, Vista, California.
Vista.
Vista's.
You were just down there.
My daughter was just in California. Yeah. She wasn't near Vista. Is it
she
Vista?
was. She was in Fallbrook. No, it's by Fallbrook.
Yeah.
Between Oceanside. She was just in Fallbrook.
Ha Photobomb. Mark Tebow does using a flathead to scrape a ridge in the ceiling for a straighter line actually work. Using a flathead to scrape a ridge. It actually using a 5-in-1 to score a ridge. It does actually work. It's interesting.
He uses white lightning.
Chris, what is your Instagram? My Instagram, just go on Instagram, search Idaho Painter.
Idaho Painter on
Instagram.
Painter.
Posting all kinds of stuff on it now every day. Just little videos of us painting and stuff, and little tips and tricks. And then every now and then you'll see me racing bikes or whatever. Power Max, lots of flex. Max Painting LLC, Coeur d'Alene. We got Max or MXN Painting LLC in Coeur d'Alene. Anybody needs a painter in Coeur d'Alene, we got MX Painting up there painting.
I like Jonathan Jeff's company.
Let's see. Eddie Hernandez is trying to get our attention with all these W's. Which tip can use on thick paint for deck? So basically, I mean, the thicker the paint, the bigger the tip size, orifice size you're going to have to use. And so the first number on a tip, so say, for instance, if you got a 410 tip, the 4 is how wide the fan is. So the number 4 doubled. So it's an 8-inch fan. Take the first number, double it. And then the second number, if it's a 10, that's the orifice size. And so a 10 is like a fine finish tip. It's not going to put out very much paint. A 21 is going to put out a ton of paint. So if you got a really, really thick product, product, you're going to have to jump up into, like, we would be using like a 619 tip. If you're trying to spray Peel Bond or Primer X or something like that, you're going to be like into a 624 or something like that, or, you know, a bigger tip. So
people are talking about bug juice paint additives.
Paint additives that kills bugs once they come into contact with it. And is it non-toxic?
Yes.
It is. So
we use it a lot.
We use it a lot. A product from Walla Walla called Bug Juice, and I sell it in my tool store. And then there's M1 has created a product too, but it's gone through a lot of environmental testing and stuff. It can be used inside and outside and won't harm pets, animals, and stuff like that. And I don't recommend drinking it, even though it's non-toxic. But it does work. It really is amazing.
We're gonna have a drawing in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So, anything else you want to talk about?
Javier
like climate
Beltran.
for painting exteriors.
What was that?
I don't know. The last
What'd
thing
you
we
just
had
say?
climate. We're gonna be wrapping it up.
We have 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Javier Beltran. Hey, Chris, it's Javier from San Antonio, Texas with Spectrum Color Coatings. What do you think of the new Emerald Trim enamel paint? You're probably talking about the interior paint. So, you know, I haven't actually used it, so I wish I could tell you, and it's probably bad that I haven't tried it since they sell it in my local paint store, but I haven't done any interiors for a little bit, so I haven't had a chance. I really like Solo from Sherwin-Williams, and that's what we use a lot.
That's not exterior.
Sissy, Mel C, Sissy paint additive that kills bugs. I already read that.
I guess
Sissy Wilkie. Is there a ponytail hole in the hat?
No, there's not.
Oh, there's not. These are actually high quality hats. They're the 30. This is the new era 3930.
So I would like to wrap up the exterior painting talking about additives. Do you put any additives in your exterior paint, and if so, why and what?
So additives, we never thin our paints. Don't ever thin your paints.
No thin
Very
paint.
bad practice thinning your
Bad.
paints. There's no reason to. No excuse to.
Don't do that. No excuse.
We do put some additives. We use bug juice
Bug
to
juice.
kill insects. If we're
That's a good
painting
thing.
stucco, if customers want to pay for it, we put a product called that makes the paint waterproof and water repellent. Ocon Paint Booster, and Ocon paint, and they used to sell it in the local paint stores, but they can't. They just don't sell enough
So-
of it, and now
I'm sorry.
I need to finish this.
Okay, go.
So Ocon Paint Booster, and I have to buy it online, and the only place, because we just put it in a house here recently, and we only put it in stucco, because up here in the climate, you want your stucco to be waterproof, because water gets in it, cracks it, and and it's just, and that's a good place to use it, and I buy it from Home Depot online.
So is there anything that you add to the paint that could ruin the integrity of the paint? Like, does bug juice affect the
Bug
quality
juice
of the
does not
paint?
affect the quality of the paint. Ocon paint juice, it's weird because you have to add a lot to it, and it does not affect the quality of the paint. Affects the Ocon paint booster will affect the warranty. I mean, sure, Williams is going to warranty it, but it does not affect the quality. Whether the paint's going to fade or anything. It's interesting. Bug juice isn't going to affect anything, not the warranty or nothing like that. But if you add water to your paint, it's going to affect the quality of your paint.
Don't
Do
do
not
that. Don't do that.
The only people that do that are just, I don't know why
Don't do
people
that.
use the
Nobody should do
excuse
that.
I don't know that it sprays better, stuff like that. I've been spraying paint. I don't ever thin my paints out, and I want them to. I mean, they were designed to be used without being thinned. And if you're like brushing and rolling like the door jambs, and so this is a thing. If on hot days and stuff like that, when we're brushing the door jambs, we add latex extender to XIM latex extender to our paint. It increases or decreases the dry time, so it dries slower. So when it's hot
doesn't dry too
outside,
fast.
it won't dry too fast, and it helps it gel out and level out. And your door jambs will look a lot better by brushing a wood door jamb with.
That makes sense.
And I do sell the XIM latex extender in my tool store too.
So how do we find your tool store?
This guy Robbie Libby says 958 shrinks too much out here on the ocean. So we got.
So they have humidity. We don't have any humidity in Idaho.
Yeah,
Zero.
so I wonder where
Dry.
you're from,
We're dry.
Robbie. It's kind of interesting. I'd love to
You
go.
have 2
Fresh,
minutes.
Yep.
2 minutes. I just saw fresh word. I just pass it up. Where'd it go?
He already did the driving range.
I already went golfing today.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shipman, does bug juice affect durability and longevity of
That's what we
exterior
just
paint? No, it doesn't. What color caught? Rest in peace, Chris Cornell. Amen, brother. Let's see. Man, I just saw emerald.
Do you ever use
I'm
bug
at the
juice on
bottom.
woodscapes?
You can use bug juice on woodscapes. You can put it in interior, exterior paint, and you can put it in water-based and oil-based paints and stains. So you can use it in woodscapes. What about flow extenders? So that's what XIM latex extender is what I use. M1 makes a latex extender. I'm kind of curious. Anybody disc golf? Never disc golf. Well, I actually have disc golf.
Yes, we have some.
we have.
You actually have one at your cabin.
have
I
disc
bought
golf.
him one of those things.
So somebody's letting us know their hat size.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like weird.
Katie
That's
never
funny.
announced the winners.
Okay. Ready?
There's two
Hang
of them.
on.
No, we just have one.
Well, then
Jamie
just do the top
Tesser,
one.
Cal's Painting, Sycamus, BC, Canada.
Okay, time to
So
announce the winner.
then
Peter
the winner
Janet.
is for tonight.
So we got
hat.
our second winner.
And
Our second winner is Aaron Wilmot. Aaron Wilmot, you're the winner of some aqua coat and
you
a paint
need
life hat.
to email me your address, and McKenna will send that to you. Thank you for being with us tonight. Really let us know if you think Monday night or Thursday night is a better night for you and to be with us and to talk about painting, what we do to make a living and to beautify the houses that we visit.
Yeah, I love my career. I love painting. I love helping people,
Okay.
He
teach
loves
them how to
his
paint.
dog.
And that's
we got a
Sarah.
dog. Oh, we got
Sarah.
whoa. We got
that's-
Brandon Moore from Rusty's Painting Service in Toronto, Canada.
So thank you for being with us and keep on painting, and then you say goodbye.
Oh, am I supposed to say goodbye?
Yeah, you got the
Yeah,
last minute.
keep on painting. Hopefully you guys
Wait,
have a
don't
great
sign
day.
out. I need to email
Uh,
this guy.
What was that?
Don't sign out yet.
Okay.
Oh, they don't. She doesn't want me to sign out yet. Philip Nail, Clewiston, close to Lake Ochibi. Thursday. Oh, I did. Yeah, I just want to ask us. We're on Thursday.
Tell us.
Let us know. Does Thursday? And I was supposed to ask you this a long time
But
ago.
we're getting Thursdays, Mondays.
What do you want? Is Thursdays or Mondays better? The reason why I'm on
nights.
tonight is I'm
Well.
trying to test whether Thursdays is a better night
And
or
this
Mondays.
is all a big learning curve.
Because we just started doing this live show here just recently, and I'm just trying to figure out what's best for you guys. And I have to race home from work and get ready and do this, and I want as many people to be able to see it as can see it and be part of it, and
be part of
so-
it, because we do feel like this is a community, and this is how we learn, this is how we grow, this is how we get better, is by interacting.
Add me on Instagram, Chris Fresh Coat Painting Contracting. I will.
Yeah.
So so let me know in what time, because I know 8:00. I know 8:00 here is like 8, 9, 10 o'clock in New York.
Time differences,
But it's 7 in
little
California,
thing.
and I don't know
But New
what.
Yorkers stay up later.
I haven't seen anybody from any other parts of the world on here.
Well, because it's like 4 in the morning in
know.
Europe. So
we should
if
probably
we want to grow Europe, we're going to have to.
M&M
do in the
Paints,
middle of the
Decatur,
day.
Illinois.
I don't
Mike
know.
Stogsdill. I should have somebody just hire somebody to sit here and help us pronounce names. So let us know.
I know,
mean,
he needs a co-hoster that can pronounce.
give me some, because this thing's going to end right here, and then we can't see all your feedback. I see people giving
Yeah.
us feedback.
So-
go to my Facebook page, the Idaho Painter, and give me some feedback on
Feedback, we appreciate it.
what's going to be the best day, to
Yeah.
do this for you guys.
Maybe
And
we can put something on Facebook and
Check
then
my
you put your
paints.
name and vote and then pick a winner or something. I don't know.
we got some
we gotta-
Robbie Libby's off the paint brushes, and I'm not sure what the knee and the side means, but it's what does that mean? When
It's
you do
time
that?
to go. It's 9:02.
I know. Look, we got somebody from Australia.
Yay!
Stephen
I love
Coulter.
Australia.
What time is it in Australia?
Yeah, what time is it? McKenna was living there last year,
It's like the
and I got
next
to go
day.
visit her.
My daughter.
The next day.
She lived in
Townsville.
Makana. She
like
she
the morning.
lived in Townsville, Australia.
Beautiful country.
Like Bikes is from Longview, Washington.
We know
You
like
guys
bikes.
are over by 3.
Okay.
I love bikes.
Good night.
Hey, I just got you for Mother's Day. I got her a
okay,
pedal
that's
assist bike.
another commercial. Okay.
Really?
Good night and keep on painting.
Good night, everybody. We're 3 minutes past. Keep on painting. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for everybody coming. We got McKenna back here. She's going to be on with us, for a while. So
Yeah, until she leaves us
goes
for
back
college.
to school.
Okay.
So we're going to sign out here. I got to figure out where to end the
Exit.
show. No, we gotta stop streaming.
1 p.m. So it's 1 p.m.
It's
in
in-
Australia. That's not a
Oh.
bad time.
Yeah,
Kind
that's
of
good.
late
Right in the
lunch.
middle of the
I don't know.
workday.
10 a.m.
Night hippies.
Vince, where are you?
West Hardwood Experience
Where
is
is
night
Vince? So
hippies.
it's 10 a.m.
Both nights podcast.
Mm.
Podcast is that's. I'm gonna be working on that soon. Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. Say it.
Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Okay, guys.
All right, we're out of here.